Oh.
Sometimes I go for days without eating, especially if it's a fashion show. I have to put in 100%. Um, but at the end of the day, it's worth it, to get my name out there and have the reputation that I have. Because I wouldn't want someone to wear Lilio and then you want it like it's not all that or anything. So I always
Right.
have to put 100% into what I'm making to make my customers happy. And yeah, I've got a
So,
passion for it. So
big events nga hamne yanko def. Can you name like few of them?
I've done Back to the Land. That was in 2010. I've also done Music Meets Runway, which was a couple of months ago. I did Gambia Fashion Night, which is the biggest show that I've done so far. But next week, Friday, I'm doing the Gambia Fashion Weekend. So
Wow.
that's the second biggest one.
So it's like totally different from what you showcased today.
Absolutely, totally different. I'm really looking forward to this one because it's on a whole different scale.
Okay.
We've got 12 designers all into one show. It's been broken down to 3 days. So the whole of next weekend is going to be busy, busy. All fashion, all music, all models. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm working on my designs still, but hopefully I'll be done with
Okay.
them before the end of
So,
the show.
naka la response bin nekk di li nit ñang la call pour jox la deals or ñong la
Surprisingly, the response has been really good still from since we were Bete.
That's nice.
I think I don't recall any bad responses so far. So that's good. Gambians are, even though I've heard so many things about nanga moytu ni ci dañ soxor li, but I haven't witnessed that yet, and I hope I don't. So yeah, it's been good for me.
Yeah. Okay. Fu mu nekk nii xam naa ne waa Gambie ñëpp a ngi laa seetaan li lan nga am pour wax Gambian public bi bu fekkee ne da nga need help support wala da nga bëgg ñi nga xam ne ñu pour ñu jàppale la mën nga ko fi wax ñëpp a ngi laa déglu.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to have a couple of tailors in the next few months when I have my shop open, inshallah. So if there are any young girls out there, new janga ñaw, and then they want like somewhere to have an internship done or something like that, I would love to take them in. Even right now, sah, if anyone's out there, nga buga janga ñaw, I could use the help, definitely. So yeah, if my doors are always open to everyone.
Yeah.
So any day, anytime, yes. Just give me a call.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming. I'm
for
really
having me.
glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so very much, Lily. I'm kontaan na am la fii nii tey si Banjul Nightlife. Like seriously, Gambia am nañ fi talent yoo xam ne macha allah support ak jàppalante gi rek lañ soxla. Am nañ fi ñi nga xam ne ndaw leen ñu nekk si fashion design. Am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi si wàllum music bi, am na ñoo xam ne models lañ. Nii rek la ñoo mën a def jàppale leen ñu gën leen a promote nit ñi gën leen a xam si ñoom liñ nekk di yëngu. Di leen ñaax yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a nekk di seetaan ngeen like suñ Facebook page bi, Instagram, Twitter. Di leen wax ne rek jërëjëf gis nañ support bi ngeen nekk di def BNL bi. Also ñu ngi am suñ website bi nga xam ne bëgg nañ ngeen a visit foofu noonu pour seet suñ yeneen épisodes yoo xam ne def nañ ko ñu ngi ko upload muy www.banjulnightlife.com. Di leen wax jërëjëf yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a fi ñëw tey fu mu nekk nii nag suñ artiste bi nga xam ne moom lañ fi am tey moom laa nar a oo ñu xamee ko si Iñaasi mu nekk koo xam ne Gambian artiste la muy def yu nice di woy lu neex saa yum taxawee woy rek ñaar ñetti nit daanu ñu kontaan si moom maa kontaan nag tey am ko tey si BNL bi waaye bala mooy ñëw dinañ am a short break suñ dellu see rek ñu am Iñaasi waaye balaa Iñaasi di ñëw mu ngi génnee vidéo bu dof woy bu dof ñu xamee ko si keneen mu indi fii nii vidéo bi ñu bëgg a ko play rek balaa Iñaasi di ñëw ñu waxtaan ak moom stay tuned we will be right back.
Hello from the German capital Berlin and welcome to In Good Shape, your health show on DW. Thick and lustrous hair is considered a beauty asset in women and men alike, and that's why losing your hair can be quite devastating. There are countless hair loss remedies on the market. We'll speak with an expert about what really works. And these are our other topics. At heart, how high-tech medicine is addressing the world's #1 cause of death. Taking a bath, how a dip in a natural hot spring can relax and heal you. And spuds, how potatoes can help keep you thin and healthy. It's normal to shed some hair each day as part of the cycle of hair growth and renewal. For those of you who like counting, if you're losing a lot more than 100 hairs per day over a longer period of time, you might have a medical problem. Hair loss can affect men and women at any age and for a variety of reasons. Here is a look at some of the most common forms of hair loss.
One type of alopecia, the medical term for hair loss, is telogen effluvium. It's characterized by generalized thinning of the hair all over the head. Persistent stress, infections, hormonal imbalances, or nutritional deficiencies can cause it. Another type is alopecia circumscripta. Patients with it develop round, bald patches. Doctors suspect the immune system may attack the hairs at their roots. The most common form of hair loss is androgenic alopecia. Though it's known as male pattern baldness, women can be affected by it as well. In this case, male sex hormones known as androgens cause the hair follicles to shrink and the hair falls out.
And stopping, even reversing hair loss is the area of expertise of my guest in this studio today, dermatologist Dr. Nathalie Garcia-Bartels. Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Dr. Bartels, androgenetic or hereditary hair loss is caused by a sensitivity to testosterone. We've just seen it in the report, and you can get it at any age really. How can you know, is there a way to know whether you might be affected in the future?
Well, it helps to have a look at your family and your grandfather or grandmother, but however, it doesn't really tell you how high your risk is to definitely get it once in your life.
Okay, so you might have a look at old pictures, but don't get scared if your granddad's bald.
Correct.
All right, what about the other form of hair loss that's very common, the one that causes the circular bald patches? Again, it's an autoimmune disease. You can get it at any age. What are sort of very first or early warning signs that tell you you have to go and see a doctor straight away?
Well, it's a very painless hair loss, but usually it starts just overnight. And most people then notice that they have some hairs or a lot of hairs on their pillow. So this is one of the first alarming symptoms, that even if you don't recognize any patches of hair loss, that if you lose so much hair painlessly, that is an alarming symptom.
Okay, well, let's turn to therapy, something to calm us down. We've had many viewers writing to us on this topic, like Anthony Girma from Ethiopia. He wanted to know if natural remedies like hair oil can help with hair loss.
Well, these are sort of natural supporting agents, like nutritional agents you can take, but they don't have a really serious effect which you can measure. There are some very much more effective treatments against hair loss than these ones.
All right, and we'll speak about these effective measures in just a minute. Thanks for the moment. Now let's have a look at one form of therapy for hereditary hair loss that really helps. The affected men often develop a very distinct look. A rim of hair around the sides and rear of the head doesn't fall out, and that's why that can be used for a hair transplant.
Thanks to modern technology, transplantation of a person's own hair to another part of the scalp is nearly pain-free. The doctor administers a general anesthetic and removes follicles from the back of the head. The section of scalp removed contains more than 2,000 hair roots. The hairs on this part of the head are body hairs and resistant to androgens.